Yep, no
All right,
worries.
guys, this is 3 clips here with SMA Trading, and I'm doing just a quick case study video interview with one of my students. I'm really happy that he agreed to come on. He's been following me for about, how long have you been following me for, Brett?
Probably close to 2 years now, or
2
maybe
years.
just a little bit over 2 years. Yeah.
Yeah, right. And I've been running, like I did mention, that I've been hiding under the radar, teaching privately this group, about 100 people in that group, right? And I haven't put my stuff out anywhere. I haven't really went out anywhere outside of that. And I was called to there. I don't know. We were there since I started, right? Like day one.
I think I got in about maybe 3 or 4 months into it.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So, because you've been with me for, I do a video class with you guys every week on Wednesday for like 1 hour, right? And because you've been with me for a while, I've taught you everything that I've known. I've taken you through different markets. Do you look at other analysts as well at that time when you were first learning how I was teaching you guys about SMA?
No, I wasn't really following any other traders then. I mean, I do probably look at others now, like just to see what their thoughts are.
Yep.
Just sort of help put my picture together. But what I've learned from you is still the number one foundation, and then what I pick up from them is sort of just maybe would consider it like an accessory to what I do.
Accessory. Okay, I see. All right. So prior to you looking at my stuff, did you have any trading experience before that, or were you?
No,
No,
zero.
no
Zero.
experience. Okay. Yeah, I found a lot of people in that group, right? They were just people trying to make money, right? None of them really had trading backgrounds or anything like that, right?
No, I think most of us got involved into crypto through some sort of multi-level marketing, and
Yeah, exactly, right?
got burned. And then fortunately this came up, and it was probably one of the only good things to come out of the platform that I got involved with. Well, that's how I view it anyway. But
oh, thank you. So because we've been having those classes just every week, it wasn't a private mentorship, right? It was like a group session, right?
yeah.
I've never sat down with you and never looked at your trades personally, sat down with you, looked to see your trading plans, but I've just noticed you in the background. You were doing well, right? I heard you were using something and you understood what I was saying. And only recently did I ask, well, how's your trades been? And you shared me some of your results, and I was like, wow, this is awesome. He's
Yeah.
doing very well. He's actually using what I'm teaching him, right?
Yeah.
You and a couple other traders, you guys have done well following our stuff. And just maybe let the people know kind of your experience using the strategies that I've been teaching, right? And your experience on how you use it in the markets and the type of returns. And I want to talk about the money. Don't talk about the money. Just talk about like the ROI and things like that, right? That
Yep.
people can relate to.
Yeah. Well, initially, like the classes, although a lot of the stuff sounds simple, there's a lot of like nuance to it and a lot of like detail under the surface. So I think early on I was probably quite heavily reliant on your signals and your calls on entering trades.
Right.
And that was probably up until probably even January this year. And then I actually got out of the markets completely in around January because I had a few issues going on. I was contracting for a gym, and then I got offered a new job, and then because I wanted to do the right thing and give the place I was at time to replace me, but then it went sour, so I ended up without work for 6 weeks before the new gym launched. So I had to sell everything to cover costs and everything, and then it took a while to get back on my feet. And it wasn't until probably COVID hit and we were in lockdown that I started to just have a look through the charts again. I didn't have any money in it, and then I went back through the some recordings and also reread Master the Markets, and then just put a little bit of money into it.
Good.
And started using all the stuff I'd learned, entered a few trades, and it started going in my favor. And then I just started cycling the profits into more trades. It's gone really well. Like I'm pretty pleased. Still, I wouldn't say I'm perfect. I don't think anyone will ever be perfect. But what I try to do.
You'll always be improving. Even those millionaire traders on Wall Street, those guys, they have coaches. You know, they review every trade after. What could I have done better? You know, it never ends. And when they hit the next plateau, they keep going, right? So you're always going to be improving, right?
Yeah, and I definitely feel I've gone from strength to strength, especially in the last 2 or 3 months. I've had a couple of trades lately which have been really favorable, but then they still could have been better because I got a little bit too aggressive in terms of shifting my stop loss up, and both of them got triggered on that quick spike down a couple of weekends ago of about $15. One was with Ethereum and one was with XRP.
Okay, yeah.
But in terms of the ROIs I've had really small, tight stop losses, you know, looking around 1 to 2% max. And so my risk to reward ratio has been pretty high.
What would you say is your risk reward ratio typically? Like minimum, max, like give the people an idea.
I'd say recently the lowest risk to reward I've had is at least a 10 to 1.
Awesome.
In terms of the targets that I'm setting and then how tight the stop losses are.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you obviously can get shaken out with it being so tight, but you've got so many bites at the cherry that when you do hit it, it's going to just wipe out those small losses. So.
That's right. But you have learned to start seeing how the smart money is getting in. You see them getting in, you see them getting out, and you know how to, you've been learning how to pinpoint those entries, I guess you said you're feeling very confident about where this is going right now. And I know, again, we've never done any mentorship, like one-on-one. You've just been following me for about an hour a week for the last couple of years.
Yeah.
So, no, that's good. I wanted to ask you, what sort of advice would you tell someone new who is currently getting into this business or is currently trading? They're profitable, but they're maybe they're looking, like you said, they're looking to improve. Maybe they're only stuck with 2 to 1. They can't really get any more. Maybe if they try to go higher, they lose their success rate. Like, why would you recommend looking at the stuff that I'm teaching?
I'll probably put it down to the fact that if you try to go against the smart money, then you're always going to get burnt. So by learning this method, you're understanding what they're wanting to do with the market. So if you're going to go with the market, you're not trying to beat them. You're just trying to catch the moves that they're doing. So if you apply yourself and learn the stuff, then you're going to actually go with them, and then you're going to be a lot more successful. And you won't actually decrease your success rate because you're actually not trying to fight them. So I'd say that's the biggest.
Very good point. That's a very good point. I wanted to ask you also, there's a lot of information out there. There's a lot of different teachers, a lot of methods, traders. How do you find our stuff compares to those? And I'm sure you've looked at other stuff, right? How does this stuff compare to what's out there? Because you noticed, right? Just the last section where Bitcoin was going sideways, right?
Yeah.
Most people were bearish, right?
Yeah, a whole lot of people were. Yes.
Exactly, right? And they were a bit shocked, but I mean, we were able to see those things from a different perspective that nobody's even talking about today. So I'm just wondering, what's your feel on how this stuff compares to other trading methods and other ideas that are out there?
Well, like I was saying before, you're getting yourself into a position to have a much bigger reward at the end of it, and also you get yourself in earlier because you start to see signs in the market earlier than what other people will see. Because I think from other people I follow, a lot of people caught the Bitcoin move around the 95 to 9600 mark. We're getting the signal around 9100. So
yeah, that's right.
We're getting in earlier, so you catch more profits in it as well. And obviously your risk to reward is higher too, because if they're getting in at 9500 and then the market wicks back down to 9,000, they've lost quite a few percentage points there. So it's a safer and more rewarding trade. So,
No, that's good. So I know you showed me a sheet just yesterday of the trades that you took and the type of percentage you made. Do you mind sharing what those were, just so people can have an idea of some of the trades you've taken just recently? I think that was only just within this month, right?
a lot of them were open July.
Okay. Did you get our 100x one, by the way, when we went long at 68? Did you get that one or not?
No, I wasn't really following the markets at that point.
Okay. All right. No problem. All right. So sorry. Go ahead. Whatever the trades that you just took in.
But I got into the Bitcoin one, the call you made at 9100. I missed the initial call, but then I got in around 93 when I saw that they were looking to continue to push it up. So
nice.
I wasn't too far behind on that. So that one's still open at the moment because I had my stop loss a little bit lower than 10,500 when Bitcoin had that drop down.
So you must be up. What's your risk reward ratio on that one right now? Up.
So that's sitting at 400% now because I went on quite low leverage, around 15 times leverage. So I entered at 93, had a stop loss. I think it was just above 92 or around high 91s.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you entered a little bit different on that one because I think the stop I entered. Oh yeah, because you said you entered a little bit later, right? Yeah. So you entered wrong. Well, not wrong, but you entered late and you still made a killing.
Just a fraction late, yeah.
Right, yeah. So you were late to the party and you still did well, right? Because I know I think on that trade I did secure the profits on that. So I got spiked out, and I think I got spiked out at like 35 times because the stop loss was only like $43 or something like that, if I remember. Right.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, it was a really, really tight stop. But you got in later. Okay, that's why. Okay. All right.
I think I used your stop loss as mine, so that's why I went lower leverage.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So and are you trading full time? You said you have a job, right? So I think you told me yesterday. I just found out what you're doing for a living. You're a fitness coach, right?
Yeah. So I do about 40 hours a week of that throughout the day. So we do our busy times are mornings and nights. So I spent a whole day there yesterday. So I was out of the house at 4:30 in the morning and got home about 9 p.m. last night.
And this style of trading I've been teaching you, how does it fit with your life schedule? Because some traders they're like trading every day, right? Right? They spend a lot of time on the charts.
It fits really well with the lifestyle. Like I've got 2 kids, I've got a wife as well. I still have time for them. I probably put more time than I need to into the charts because I still really want to learn.
Yeah.
I really want to learn. I could get away with less time, but I like getting involved with it. So at night time, like even last night when I got home, I was just before I went to bed, I was still looking through.
Yeah, I know. I know the feeling, man. Looking at it more than you need to, right?
But
it gets exciting when you see the, it's like, wow, I'm actually seeing what the market's doing, right?
Yeah.
And I know you haven't been trading very long, but I'm telling you now that feeling, it never gets old.
No, I like it. I do.
Especially when you're doing everything against what other traders are telling you not to do. Like that trade we got in at 91, right? I was in a trade room and everyone was short, right? I was the only one that went long because we were the only ones looking at smart money. Everyone was looking at, I don't know, there's some couple guys looking at MACD and stochastics and zigzag, I don't know, some other stuff too, right? But none of them were looking at the volume. So it's really cool that, it's really good to see that even without one-on-one mentorship, you were able to take my stuff and you're able to do something with it. So I'm really, really proud of what you've been able to do.
Thank you. It's been a great journey, and also like it's given me a lot more confidence. Like once that call was made through for the Bitcoin one, and then I had a look at the charts. I was watching other markets as well. So the Ethereum, USD, and then saw good opportunities to get in there too. So I was writing three trades at the same time, all against USD pairings. So
nice.
Sort of learning how to go with the market. Like, because if I wanted to go with those ones against Bitcoin value, you sort of probably had a little bit more risk at that point of Bitcoin outpacing them. But if you went with all of them against USD, they're all going to ride up together, really. So it's about learning how the market works as one.
Yes.
So,
I've also taught you guys a lot about psychology too over the years, how you need to think, right? So, it sounds like you guys have, a lot of you guys have, like, you haven't followed anyone else, right? You've just followed me. So that's why I said you're in a unique position where you're one of the 100 who were following me in that quiet time before SMA trading kind of went out and got started at the pandemic, right?
Yeah.
Because now we're branching out, trying to help other traders that are looking to get into this market. So just with closing this here, I want to thank you for your time, Brett. I know what it's like to be busy with family, but thank you for agreeing to this again. And it's kind of like a ninja call that we did, because I don't think I didn't tell you anything what I was going to say. I didn't say I'm going to ask you this, I'm going to ask you that. It was just, I wanted it raw, real, and relevant, right? So
that's good.
I wanted to thank you for that. But did you want to just leave anything that you could, any advice you can leave to people who are maybe just looking to make money in trading? Why they maybe should consider us when working with us in our services?
Yep. So if you're looking to add another income stream or revenue stream to your family and whatnot, this is definitely something you need. Especially in the current economic climate, you're not gonna thrive just settling for the traditional way of things, of money in the bank or just working through your job. And then this method it's proven, it's successful, and all it takes is a little bit of time and a little bit of dedication, and also just getting feedback from the smart money group, because they're willing to help you. So if you just put in the time, you're going to be successful in the long run. So I definitely recommend getting on board. Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks, Brad. I appreciate that. So I look forward to working with you. I know we're going to be launching the trade room soon. So we'll be working as a team. I know a lot of us are busy. So working as a team helps spotting the trades. We got some indicators that I haven't even shown you guys yet. That stuff's really exciting. If people are going to use indicators, they might as well use ones that work. So, so we actually, all the stuff that I've taught you guys, we've semi-automated that to help you guys spot the setups. Because, if there's a stop on pattern or whatever, or a volume signal, now you'll get a signal on your computer. You can get an email. It will be a lot easier, especially if you have something going on. Like you said, you have to step away from trading. Well, this is going to make it easier for us to work together. So
nice.
Yeah, I look forward to having you, to trading with you on our new team that we're starting out here now. And again, I want to thanks again for your time, Brett. Okay.
No worries. Thanks for having me on.
All right. Bye for now.
Okay. See ya.